welcome back to Captivating Makeup. I'm your host, Emma, and today I wanted to do a little bit of what I like to do for Valentine's Day makeup since that holiday's coming up. And whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, or you just want to look cute, this is the tutorial for you. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you can afford. And if you don't like my videos, you can see your way out. Bye. All right, so we are going to get started with the eyes. So as you can see, I have already started one, just so we have an idea of what we are going to be doing today. And then we'll recreate it on the eye over. Now, if you don't have any of these palettes, if you don't have these specific items, that is okay. We are looking more for the tone than we are looking for the actual palettes, because I think one of my palettes is discontinued because it was limited time offer, but we are looking at the colors. So I decided to go with more of a pink, rosy toned look with a little bit of baby pink to go in it. That's where all the sparkles come in. So the palette I'm using today is the MorphexPony one. If you do have this palette, great. You can just follow along with the colors I use. If you don't have this one, just look at the colors that I am using and find something that is similar to your own collection. For example, I am going to start off with this Uyu color. Uyo color. It's right up here. It's a beigey yellow. Now, if you're deeper tone than me, just find something similar to your skin tone in a palette instead of using this, because I am just going to swipe this with a fluffy brush. This is the kind of brush I am using. And I'm just going to brush it right next to the brow bone. That is just going to blank up that space a little bit, because I'm not going super high today, but we're just gonna brush it up there. You can use a similar skin tone color, but this one is the closest to my skin tone without having glitter particles in it. Because the other one I wanted to use is a matte glitter, and I do not like those because I don't think they look right. Does anyone agree? Comment below if you agree. All right, so then I'm going to use this kind of brush. It's still fluffy at the top. As you can see, there's still powder on it, but it's tapered off at the bottom. It's a little smaller than the one I just used. This gives a little bit more precision in the area I want to work. So the color I want to use next is Mood. So Mood is this kind of not quite pale pink. It's a little deceptive in the pan, but you're going to use this pinky color. It's more of a neutral pinky color, not quite cool toned. So you're going to use that one first. You're going to use Mood, which, like I said, is that neutral pink tone. Tap off a little. Then you're going to start in this inner corner area. So I pack it on right here. Just pack it on, and then I start to blend outwards, kind of towards that crease area. So we're just gonna blend. If you need to, you can open your eye, see if it is hitting that outside area, which for me it is not, so I'm gonna take a little bit more, pack a little bit more onto the lid and blend outwards, so we're not spreading a ton of color. So you can see I'm getting a little bit more color on that outer area, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more by myself on that outer area, and I'm just taking the brush and I'm just brushing over a little bit of where I want that color. We're gonna dip back into Mood. We're gonna do the same on the outer corner. So we're gonna pack it in. And then we're gonna brush outwards. So we're gonna move that color outwards. Not all the way to the brow bone, but just outwards until you get a shape you start to like. So you can see it's slowly starting to make that circular shade that I had here. Yep. So I'm going to dip into a little bit more of mood. Now, if your palette is more pigmented than mine, because my Morphe palette is not super pigmented, it's a little pastel-y, and you're getting the pigment right off, don't add more. Unless you want to add more, then perfectly add more. But I'm adding more just because it is not at the opacity I want it at yet. So we're just gonna keep blending and blending until I get that color and shape I want. And there we go. All right. And with that mood color, as you can see, I got some right here, but there's a little bit of a gap. I'm just gonna close that gap. So with swirling motions, I'm just gonna close that half. And there we go. We have now closed that inner half. Now it's time to go into our next color. So our next color is going to be this rosy pink color. It's a little deeper than Mood. It's right here. It's got this little imprint. It's called Janjmi. I hope I am not butchering those names too bad, but it's a rosy pink. It's got a little bit of brown in it. You're gonna go for that dusty, rosy brown color. And I'm gonna tap off a little bit, and then on that outer corner, I'm gonna pat that color in and blend around the area where I blended that other pink shade. As you can see, this one's a little bit more pigmented because it's not as pastel. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to use to connect that bridge and use a little bit more of that rosy tone to blend with that pink tone. So there we go. And make sure that your colors are blended so it doesn't look like there is a line between your colors. You want it to all connect. All right. Now I'm going to use my Kaja Bento box in Rosewater, which is number 1. And I'm going to use this middle shade. It's like a pink, baby pink color. I'm gonna take it on my finger, which I hate doing, but it's for the look. And then in that patch of area that you didn't color in, so there should be like a little bit of patch, you're gonna tap that onto the middle. You're gonna spread it. You're gonna put the majority of the color in the middle area, but then you're gonna tap out a little bit so it spreads a little more. I'm gonna get a little bit more on my finger to get that top area. And you're just gonna create this almost halo effect in the middle of your eye. I'm gonna clean that off. And what areas I still need to blend out, I'm gonna use this smaller but flat brush. And wherever I think I need a little bit more of that, I'm just gonna paint it on. So it looks like just a little bit of glitter in the middle. I'm gonna take my brush, put it in Janjmi again, that rose color. I'm just gonna tap to clean it up a little. just clean up anywhere I need. And then I'm gonna go back into mood. So I'm gonna use a color switch. You can use a paper towel, whatever you like. I'm just gonna tap around those edges so it cleans it up a little bit, but still keeps that glitter or shimmer in the middle. And so it should look something like that. And that should be at least the top half. I am going to clean up the edges a little, so I'm going to use a little bit of that Oyo shade again, which is that beige, and I'm just going to clean up those edges a little bit. There we go. Then, what I consider a lot of fun is the waterline. Well, not the waterline, but the under eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of Mood, because it is our lighter shade. I always like to start with the lighter shade. And I'm going to start at the corner of my eye right here. And I'm just going to blend outwards. We're just going to take it there, and we're just going to blend. I'm not going to put any more on the brush, but we are going to, well, I'm going to put a little tiny bit more. And we're just gonna blend outwards. Then with Janjami, which is that deeper shade, I'm gonna take it on the outer side, this outer corner, and I'm going to blend it towards that Mood shade, and I'm gonna blend it in between. So it should be all blended right in the middle, so the two colors morph together. Remember, no lines. So as you can see, they're blended together. Then I'm going to go back into that Rose Water by Kaja. I'm going to dip that same brush after I've cleaned it off into the glitter shade, that rose pink that we did, and we're just going to tap a little into the under corner right here. Just a little bit more to give a little bit of pop under the eye. So you can see it's got that little glitter, almost teardrop effect. And to add a little boost, I have this liner. It is the Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in Lullaby. It is a pretty champagne metallic color. And I'm just gonna put it in the waterline. Now you can put it in the waterline or you can not put it in the waterline. I just like to do this to give that little champagne pop. Not that kind of champagne pop, but just a little pop in the eyelid. If you don't like how that feels, don't do that step. If you want to do a winged liner, that is also an option. You can make this look your own as you look through. So I'm going to put on some mascara, some concealer, and I will be back for the rest of the face. All right, so now that I got mascara, powder, I've done my concealer, not in that order, I'm now going to go into blush. So I want to do something pinky like this color. And this is from the Sailor Moon X Colourpop collection from the moon. It has a little, look how cute he is. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love that. Gets me in the Valentine's Day spirit. As you can see, I like to go very pinky with my looks. We're going to tap off a little bit of that because I put a lot. So we're going to put a little here, and then we're just going to tap up a little bit. As you can see, I definitely put a little too much on my brush. So we're not going to go all the way up to the temple. We are going to go a little up, and then I want to start brushing it inwards and onto the nose, because I want to look like cute as a button. I want to look sweet and cute and all fleshy. So I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep blending that cheek because I obviously did it a little too heavy-handed, but I do, because it almost looks like this is not part of the rest of the look. I'm gonna get that right there. I'm gonna get a little bit more and just, because I don't want to look sunburnt. I just want to look sweet. I want to look sweet and darling. So I think that'll do. If you want, this would be a really cute look for some faux freckles. I am not going to attempt that because I am scared I'm going to ruin my makeup. And I have it exactly where I want it. And we're gonna do a little bit of a different lip. So I have my Kaleidos in Bear. And we're not gonna lip line, but we are gonna take this and we're just gonna swipe it on the lips. So we're nice and pigmented. Then I'm going to take a little bit of a creamy concealer. Creamy concealer, just dot, 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 dot. And I'm going to take a concealer brush and just blend that into the edges. To clean it up a little bit, but then so this is to blur it out a little bit, to make it a little less impactful. And like it's blending with the concealer. There we go. Then I am going to take Pink Moon from the same brand, Kaleidos. We're just going to put a little right here in the middle. And then we're going to pat that in, just in the middle of the lips. That just gives a little deeper look in the lip, in the middle of the lip, without deepening the whole lip. And it gives you a little bit of a softer look. As you can see, I like to go a little softer with my looks when I'm doing Valentine's Day look, because I like to look cute and soft and pretty and adorable. And see, even my little clips have hearts on them. So I'm gonna pause one more time to powder my face, put on some setting spray, and then we're gonna go to highlight. All right, now that I have set my face with my NARS powder and my e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist, I am then going to use highlighter. So the one I'm going to use today is the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to use this pink color here. I like it because it gives a pinky sheen. It's not as glittery. Now, if you want to do glitter, I definitely would recommend Fenty Beauty's Water Brat. That is a beautiful pinky highlighter that is going to give you an intense glittery pop. For this look, I don't want to do glitter. I just want that glow I'm just gonna shimmy this up the cheek. I'm also gonna put a little on the nose, because I wanna give that shine there too. Ah, what the heck. A little on the Cupid's bow. Oh, I feel so cute and flushed and like adorable in this. Oh my gosh, it is everything. Now you can keep the lip matte, or you can do a clear lip gloss. You can do a pink sparkly lip gloss. I love this one from the Winx collection from Colourpop. It's their ultra glossy lip. And I got mine in the shade Bloom. And it's this beautiful pink, just bright, vibrant pink color. You can also use a baby pink, like the Kiko Milano, which is the 3D Hydra Gloss. Or you can forego glitter. And I have this one from e.l.f. So it does have some glitter particles in it, but it doesn't show up glittery. It shows up as an opaque pink gloss. Warning, this one is plumping. So if you start to feel a burn on your face, that is why. But I'm going to keep it matte because I think this is such a soft, delicate look. And I just don't want to add anything to it because that's just how I feel. But if you don't like the matte look and you want to keep it dewy and like glowy like the rest of the look, then you are more than happy to add something to it. But this is the final complete look. So you can see I am just pinky everywhere. It is sending me how cute I look in this. Just absolutely adorable. And that's how I want to look. If you want to look like a bad bitch, then I sound like I've never cussed before. If you want to look like a bad bitch, this may not be it. Or if you want, add some elements to make it a badass bitch look. But I like to look cute and fluffy and adorable and innocent. Except I'm not, but everyone can think that, and then they mess with me, and they don't want to mess with me anymore. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of what I like to do for Valentine's Day makeup. This is just a cute, adorable look I like to do. Talk about what you want to do for your Valentine's Day makeup. Are you going out somewhere and that's why you want to look the way you do? If you are going indoors and just want to play with makeup or that pre-shower makeup, that is your plans, and there is nothing wrong with that. It is absolutely great that you are doing something for yourself and making yourself look good and feel good. So don't let anyone tell you different. All right. It was good to see y'all. I really appreciate you watching my video, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.